Hello everyone, today we are going to demonstrate one simple metal organic framework synthesis called ZIF-8. It is nothing but zinc imidazole framework. So for that we need two main reactants. One is zinc nitrate and another one is 2-methyl imidazole solids. So we already weighed the required amount, which is zinc nitrate we weighed around 0.594 grams and 2-methyl imidazole we weighed around 0.33 grams. So now we have to dissolve these two solids in two different beakers. For that I will transfer zinc nitrate into one of the beaker containing magnetic bead. I need to dissolve zinc nitrate in 4 ml of water. So using measuring cylinder, I will measure 4 ml of distilled water and I am transferring into the vial. And then into the beaker. Make sure all the solid is completely transferred into the beaker along with the distilled water. Now I need to keep it on the magnetic stirrer and turn on the stirring. So now I will dissolve the 2-methyl imidazole in 3 ml of ammonia solution. So this ammonia is having very pungent smell and it is recommended to handle this ammonia solution in the fume hood.
Start.
So now I am going to measure 3 ml of ammonia solution. Dissolve it using magnetic bead, keeping it on the stirrer for 2 to 3 minutes. So now we need to continue the stirring of both the solution till all the solids are dissolved and it becomes clear solution. Suppose if some impurity is there, it may lead to some precipitation or color change. That time you have to discard the solution and re-prepare the particular solution which is not properly prepared. So meanwhile, when the solids are dissolving, we are setting up the filtration setup. So here we will use vacuum filtration. This is a vacuum pump and this is a Buckner funnel. So and we will be using Wattman filter paper. So it is having very small pore size. So it is recommended to use for this particular ZIF-8 complex. So we need to put the filter paper inside the Buckner funnel and then place it like this. Filtration setup is ready. Once we get the solid, we will do the filtration. So now after 3 minutes we are checking out. So this is 2-methyl imidazole and this is zinc nitrate. You can see both the solids are completely dissolved and it is giving colorless solution. Before mixing zinc nitrate with the 2-methyl imidazole, we will remove the magnetic bead from the zinc nitrate solution and then we will add the zinc nitrate solution to the 2-methyl imidazole while stirring. Slowly we need to add. Gradually you can see the white solid is forming. It is nothing but ZIF 8. Once you finished adding zinc nitrate, stir the solution for about 3 to 4 minutes, and after that we will continue for the filtration. So once we filter the ZIF 8 compound, we need to dry the compound at 100 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes to remove any water molecule or any solvent we used for washing. So this is the hot air oven. We will turn it on and set the temperature to 100 degrees. So once it reaches 100 degrees, we will keep our ZIF 8 complex for 15 minutes for drying. Okay. Now 2 minutes are over. So now we will stop the stirring and we will continue for the filtration. Okay, so we brought our complex here near to the filtration setup. Now first we will remove the magnetic bead from the complex, and then we will turn on the vacuum filtration setup. We will add our complex solution through the filter paper like this. You can see the white solid is deposited on the filter paper. Now we need to wash this solid with ethanol solution twice. So using the dropper, I will take some amount of ethanol, very small quantity, and just drop by drop I will add it to the solid. I'll repeat same thing again one more time with small amount of ethanol. Filtration is completed along with the washing. Now we will transfer the filter paper along with the solid using a forceps into a watch glass, and then carefully we will keep this filter paper inside the oven. Now the hot air oven reached 100 degrees Celsius, so we will keep our watch glass containing ZIF 8 inside the oven. So we need to wait it to dry for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes of drying, we will get the complex like this. Hello everyone. In the previous step, we synthesized ZIF 8 complex, and today we are going to continue with the second part of the experiment, that is its application. So it is nothing but dye absorption by the ZIF 8 complex. So for that we need one dye that is called methyl blue, and we need ZIF 8 complex, and we need a colorimeter to measure the absorbance, and one laptop which is connected to the colorimeter, and you can operate the colorimeter with the help of this laptop and the software. So then we need a syringe filter along with the syringe. This is called syringe filter, and we need a pipette bowl and 10 ml pipette and one cuvette to measure the absorbance. So it will go inside the colorimeter like this. And we need 4 different beakers along with the magnetic stirrer. So each of the beaker named as 1, 5, 10 and 20. Those are nothing but minutes. So we will stir the solution with ZIF8 complex for 1 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute and 20 minute. So as you can see in the screen, we have done with the first part, synthesis of ZIF8. Now we are left with the second part, that is the adsorption by ZIF8, and I already explained you about the requirements for this step, and we are following the exact points mentioned in this procedure. Required amount of indicator solution, that is methyl blue with the concentration of 0.4 milligrams per ml. Solution already prepared, and now we are going to pipette out 10 ml of this methyl blue solution into all these 4 beakers separately. For that I am going to use 10 ml graduated pipette and pipette bulb. I am transferring 10 ml solution into first beaker. Similarly, I will pipette out 10 ml each into the remaining 3 beakers. As you can see, now each beaker contains 10 ml of methyl blue indicator. Now we are going to add 20 milligrams of ZIF8 complex. We already prepared. So now we have to weigh 20 milligrams and we will add it to each beaker. We will use the butter paper to weigh ZIF8. First we will open the weighing balance and we will take the weight of butter paper, and then we will transfer 20 mg of ZIF into the butter paper. So before measuring the absorbance of our samples, we need to calibrate the colorimeter with the solvent we used to prepare the indicator solution. So it is nothing but water. So in this cuvette, we will take 75% of water. First we will rinse it. And then we will fill approximately 75% of the cuvette with distilled water. And we need to wipe the sides of the cuvette to remove any solvent present outside the cuvette. And then open the colorimeter and then keep it inside. Now we will come to the software operation. So first you need to select sensor data, then you need to select the wavelength. For this particular dye, the lambda max is around 570 nanometer, so we will select 570 absorbance and deselect the other options, and then we will go to table and graph option. It will open a new window and it will show one dialog like calibrate sensor. Then click on calibrate, and then again you have to click on calibrate. It will show right mark, that means the calibration is successfully completed, and then click done. So now there are some few modifications to be done. First, periodic to manual, and then click OK. So here time in seconds it is mentioned. You can keep the same, or better to create a new data set. Go to user entered, create data set, and here you can mention time in minutes. So here also user entered, already the user entered data set is already created, so just click on that. Now the first thing is we need to measure the absorbance of only methyl blue indicator without adding any ZIF8 solution. So first we will throw the solution, and then we will add methyl blue. This is 0.4 milligrams in 1 ml of water. So we need to add small amount and then rinse it. Now fill the cuvette with methyl blue indicator, approximately 75%. Then take small piece of tissue and wipe it properly. We will measure its absorbance by putting inside the colorimeter, and here you have to click start. This is the absorbance at 0 minute, nothing but without any ZIF8 complex. So then you have to click right mark to save the data. Now we will add 20 mg of ZIF8 complex to the beaker termed as 1 minute solution, and we will start stirring. And also timer, immediately we need to start. After 1 minute over, stop stirring and take the solution into the syringe and fix the syringe filter and transfer the solution into a cuvette. Close the cuvette, transfer the 1 minute solution into the cuvette. Now we will immediately measure the absorbance of the solution. So as you can see, the absorbance value just decreased compared to the pure methyl blue solution, and we will continue with the next solution. So now we have transferred ZIF8 to the solution with 5 minutes stirring, and here we need to start the timer also simultaneously. We will wait for 5 minutes to get over, and simultaneously we can add ZIF8 to remaining two beakers. And we will keep it on the stirrer, magnetic stirrer, for 20 minutes and 10 minutes respectively. Now for the second sample, 5 minutes stirring is over. Now we will do the filtration and transfer the solution into the cuvette to measure its absorbance value. So for this sample 3, the 10 minutes stirring is over. Now we will do the filtration using syringe filter and transfer the indicator solution into the cuvette, and then we will measure the absorbance. Similarly, for the 20-minute sample also, we will do the 20 minutes stirring and filtration, and then we will measure the absorbance value. So you can see the absorbance value is gradually decreasing, and here you can see the graph also. It is a almost straight line graph we will get. For sample 4, the 20 minutes stirring, the absorbance is given as shown in the tabular column, and the graph looks like this, and it is a straight line. You can save the data and you can continue with the calculation.